Are you tired of grinding for badges? Looking for an easy way to get it done? Make sure you check out Legit Grinders. The link to their Twitter will be in the description. They are the fastest and the most reliable way to get badges on NBA 2K18. What's going on, YouTube? For those of you that live under a rock, the big hype around 2K right now is the NBA 2K League or the E-League or however you want to call it. You see all these people waiting around to walk on. So the way to qualify is, well, the first round of qualification is simple. You got to win 50 Pro-Am games in the month of January. It could be walk-on or team Pro-Am. So obviously you could just play like, 200 games and win 50 of them and qualify, but I'm thinking most of you probably want to get those 50 games over with as fast as possible or in the most efficient way possible. So I'm here to just give you some pretty basic, well, maybe basic for people who have played Pro-Am before this year, but if you haven't played Pro-Am, then these tips are really going to help you out and they're going to help you get these 50 wins very, very quickly. Real quick, make sure y'all subscribe. Help me out, hit that 50K. If you don't, I'm going to have to big body fucking foul you like I did this kid. Alright, but anyways, let's get into what the whole Pro-Am thing is about. Obviously, it requires you to have some skill, but it's a lot of teamwork. Now, the lineup that you're going to run to get these 50 wins is very important. You need at least 3 shooters. This is all my opinion, but you need at least 3 shooters. You need 1 player who can speed boost and 1 player who's a good rebounder. That's what I think is the best lineup. You see here we have 2 pure sharps, a pure stretch, a rebounding post scorer, and a sharpshooting playmaker. So essentially you have 4 shooters and the center can shoot threes decently and consistent mid-range. That's very, very important for the way we're going to run the offense. This isn't the best lineup in my opinion. I think if you swap out one of the pure sharps for a defending sharp, that'll be better. But you can get the 50 wins with the pure sharps, that's fine. Just if you run into a comp team and they're running the 5-out offense and they're ISOing you, you're going to have nobody to defend that player with this lineup. That's why a defending sharpshooter will be better. So let's look at the way you're going to run the offense to get these 50 wins very quickly. This year, the most effective offense is a 5-out. There's a lot of things that you can do within that 5-out offense. You see we have 2 guys in the corners, 2 guys limitless range, and then the speed boosting player with the ball at the top of the key, essentially making it a one-on-one battle between him and the player defending him. Whether they're playing a zone or they're playing man-to-man, they have to clear the paint because we have shooters all around. They have to come out and defend us. So this is a very effective way to make it a one-on-one battle. If they help out off of anybody, you're looking to get a 3. So one-on-one battle, our point guard cooks him up, gets an open 3-pointer. Again, we're going to set up the 5-out. Same setup. 2 in the corner, 2 limitless range, making it a one-on-one battle up top. Like I said, I'm going to show some clips later on. If anyone helps out from anywhere, the point guard has to be able to read the defense and pick the right pass. Most teams that are good are going to stay home and make it a one-on-one battle. If the player gets beat, they'll rotate, but it's tough to get the proper rotations, especially if you haven't been playing competitive Pro-Am for a long time, which to get these 50 wins, most of the time you're not going to be playing comp teams. Again, point guard cooks them up, and we get what we want. We get a bucket. So here's another clip. We come down, set up the 5-out right here. I'm the stretch big, goes to the left limitless. Elite 3s to the side, mid-range bucket, and we continue to score. So now, again, same setup. The center should always go in the corner, the rebounding player. You see now they're starting to help out a little bit. Just a little bit of space with these shooters, and they'll get it. Again, they help out, you get an open looks. It's very, very effective way, the 5-out system. You need a player that can not only score the basketball to run the point, but he has to be able to choose the right pass. He can't be a selfish player looking to get buckets. He has to be aggressive, but once they start to help, he has to pick the right option. Now, if your point guard gets in trouble or you see your defender sleeping, you want 1 player to cut. You can't have multiple players cutting, otherwise it's going to clog things up and we can't afford, turnovers and things like that. The next thing you can go to out of the 5-out system is a pick and roll / pick and pop. The pick there gets our point guard an easy bucket in the lane. Good teams will be able to defend this pretty well, but the teams you're going to be playing to get these 50 wins, if you're running the 5-out and then you switch it up to pick and roll or pick and pop, now it throws them off. Now all of a sudden they might be falling asleep on the pop, they might be falling asleep on the roll. It just creates different problems for teams to have to deal with. The 5-out is what I would start with, and then you can go to the pick and roll like this or the pick and pop. The next play is the wrap. This is a pretty basic 2K play that competitive stage players run and teams in the Pro-Am will run as well. It's pretty basic. As the point guard comes up, the center is going to screen for the opposite player who's wrapping around. Let's take another look at that. So the setup is the same. Everything here is out of the 5-out setup. 2 players in the corners. This is going to be, the point guard will come down on one side of the floor. You see he's on the left side. So the player on the right is going to wrap around. I, as the center, well, I'm the screener, I should call myself, is going to screen his man, creates confusion, gives us enough space to get the shot off, and it's what we want. So these are just different things you can run out of the 5-out set that are very, very effective this year in Team Pro-Am. Now you see here, our team, we just basically started, and we're 19-0, you know, 19 wins this month of January so far. You see the scoring, it's very balanced. Our point guard leads us in scoring because the offense is run through him. He's the player that dictates everything. Now he also averages, like, I'm not sure how many assists, but double-digit assists per game as well, because as soon as they start to help, he's unselfish and he finds us shooters, or he finds the, you know, the center or the cutter, whoever's cutting in that situation, whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. But the Team Pro-Am, you could run it in the walk-on or the Team Pro-Am. The walk-on, you'll probably face easier competition, but I would recommend making sure you have a full 5 to get these 50 wins, and that'll make it very easy. Run this 5-out set, show your teammates this video, make sure they subscribe though, and you guys should have no problem getting these 50 wins very, very quickly throughout the month of January. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. Let's try to get this video to, like, I don't know, like 3 likes, and I would appreciate it. And that's it, man. I'm out.
Ooh. Get the fuck out of here. Put that in the video.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star.